Welcome, everyone. My name is Lionel Kwanga, and today I will be presenting my penetration testing project focused on Metasploitable 2 virtual machine. The goal of this presentation is to walk you through the planning, execution, and mitigation of vulnerabilities I discovered using the Kali Linux tool. This exercise helps us understand real-world system weakness and how to protect against attacks. Project simulates a controlled penetration test using Kali Linux against a vulnerable Metasploitable 2 virtual machine. The goal here is to discover security weaknesses and propose ways to fix them. We will use well-known tools such as Nmap, Nikto, Zap, and Nessus to simulate attacks and identify vulnerabilities. Before beginning a penetration test, it is very important to define a clear scope. In this case, our target is the Metasploitable 2 VM. It is also crucial to follow ethical guidelines and avoid disrupting systems. Detailed documentation at every stage is necessary for accountability. The testing process follows a standard model. Start with reconnaissance to gather information, then scan to identify vulnerabilities. Ethical exploitation may follow if permitted. The final and most important step is mitigation, planning, and reporting results. Penetration testing helps organizations identify security weaknesses before malicious actors do. It improves cyber defense readiness and often satisfies compliance regulations such as PCI DSS or HIPAA. Penetration testing is valuable because it identifies weaknesses before attackers do, preventing breaches, data loss, and downtime. However, tests can sometimes fail due to misconfigurations, network issues, or tool errors. When this happens, it is important to carefully document whatever happened, troubleshoot by checking configurations and connectivity, and then retry the test. This approach ensures that accuracy and reliability in your findings. Nmap scan revealed 23 open ports on the target VM. Notably, services like FTP, Telnet, MySQL, Apache, and Samba were exposed. The operating system identified as Linux kernel version 2.6, which is quite old and potentially vulnerable. Several of these services, such as Telnet and FTP, are known for weak or no encryption, making them risky if enabled in a real environment. Nikto revealed an outdated Apache 2.2.8 server running, which is no longer supported with security patches. The trace HTTP method was enabled, exposing systems to cross-site tracing attacks. A phpinfo.php script was also found, which can leak detailed server misconfiguration information useful for attackers. Zap flagged missing security headers like content security policy and X-frame options, which help protect against cross-site scripting and click hijacking. Cookies lack HTTP only, increasing risk of session hijacking. Vulnerable JavaScript libraries were detected, which attackers can easily exploit. Nessus confirmed critical issues including default credentials and unpatched SMB vulnerabilities, which increased the attack surface significantly. Nessus highlighted major vulnerabilities like unauthenticated SMB access and default credentials. These are well-known attack vectors for lateral movement or privilege escalation. Together results from all tools, the system is most vulnerable through services like Telnet and SMB. Medium-level risks include exposed phpMyAdmin and session mismanagement, while low risk stem from misconfigured HTTP headers and directory listing. The assessment revealed significant gaps, including lack of firewalls or access controls, default credentials still in use, outdated software, and weak web server configurations. All of these contribute to the VM's high risk profile. Strategy focusing first on eliminating the biggest risk, disabling Telnet and FTP closes insecure entry points, updating software patches known for vulnerabilities, using .htaccess to limit access to phpMyAdmin will reduce attack surface. After implementing these changes, we expected to see fewer critical alerts in scanning tools, confirmation that vulnerable ports are closed, and improved header configurations in Nikto and ZAP reports. To remove insecure services, I disabled Telnet and FTP. I confirmed success with a fresh Nmap scan that showed those ports were closed, which are port 21 and 23. I removed the PHP info script, which exposed environment info, and added .htc access rules to restrict phpMyAdmin to local hosts only. I then upgraded Apache from 2.28 to 2.4 using the latest available build for Ubuntu. To fix security headers, it is important to edit Apache configuration files. For cookies, it's necessary to add HTTP only and same-site attributes in application scripts where applicable. Post mitigation scans confirm the improvements. Nikto showed fewer findings, ZAP reported fewer medium risk, and Nessus flagged fewer critical vulnerabilities. The system as a whole is now harder to exploit. The selected changes were chosen for their high return on investment. Disabling Telnet was simple yet effective. Updating Apache patched non-CVEs. These steps align with best practices in web and operating system hardening. This project reinforced that penetration testing is an ongoing process. Scanners are helpful, but manual inspection is essential. Defense in-depth is key. There is no single fix to all security issues. In conclusion, planning, scanning, fixing, and validating are the core cycle of penetration testing. This hands-on lab showed how vulnerable systems are and how simple changes can greatly improve security. Thank you very much.